Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. And we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. Well, Paul Pierce just joined the chat, but before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Some kids outside screaming, having a good old time. Okay, good for them. But anyway, so let's get into it. So as you guys know, the number one topic right now, one of the big talking points right now, is the fact that the Lakers are better off without LeBron James, right? Just yesterday, we saw Brian Windhorst get forced on TV, who's a LeBron James talker, get forced on live TV by Michael Greenberg to essentially say that, no, LeBron is part of he's the reason. Like, he needs to go. For those of y'all who didn't see that, take a listen to what he had to say there.
Let me go to the next stop here. We'll stay in the West. Luka Doncic had 35 points, including crazy one-legged threes, as the Lakers beat the Knicks 110-97.
And took a seat.
A game that wasn't as close as that final score would make it sound. So here are the facts. The Lakers are 9-2 when Luka and Austin Reeves play and LeBron James does not. So I guess the question, Windy, is that something or nothing?
Well, I guess in fairness, I should say that LeBron, Austin Reeves, and Luka Doncic have really not played that many minutes together. And they have, as they've continued to play together, the numbers have improved. But the data so far just screams what you just said. When Luka and Austin Reeves are on the court together, okay, they are a high-level team. Plus 6.1 per 100 possessions is the performance of a mid-50s win team. That is very strong. Obviously, now look at the bottom there. When LeBron and Luka are on the court together, minus 2.6. That differential is the difference between a play-in team or a team headed for the lottery and a team headed for a home court advantage seed. That just doesn't work. And when the three of them are together, it's getting better. And JJ Redick, if he was on this broadcast with us still, he would say, give me some more time. We're making improvements. But they don't have more time. Austin Reeves and LeBron James are free agents at the start of the season. The data points say they are better off with Luka and Reeves now and probably going forward.
We always say, is it something or is it nothing? And I'm going to say it's not nothing, right? That's the best way to put it, because it might be a small sample size, but those numbers tell you all you need to know. There's also other numbers I'm looking at too. When the two of them, when it's just Luka and LeBron on the court together, you would think defense is the bigger issue. Their defensive rating together is the same as the team. So it's not bad and it's not terrible.
Right.
It's the same as the team. The offensive rating, which you would think with those two on the floor should skyrocket. It's not. In fact, they're a top 10 offense altogether. But when those two are on the floor, they would rank 25th in the league in offense. So the offense, to me, is what you're not getting, what you thought you would get to make up for the lack of defense.
Yes, and it's going to sound, and I understand why it will be interpreted that way by some, as though this is a criticism of LeBron James. It's not meant to be that at all. He is still a very high-level player. For his age, he's a ridiculously high-level player. But the fit of LeBron and Luka, which we thought might work great,
yep.
And this is not necessarily anybody's fault. It just doesn't necessarily work great.
No.
And so I think the future, if this was 10 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, you build around LeBron. At this point, you're clearly going to build around Luka.
Yeah.
So it means LeBron will likely be the one who's somewhere else.
Yeah, that's what this season has been screaming in LA, is that it is time to move on from LeBron. You're always going to go with the guy under 30 instead of the guy over 40, right?
Right, of course.
So I think we all know the inevitable end game that's going to happen here in LA, and it'll be the end of LeBron in LA.
So you heard what he had to say. So what happened? So I was just going through the internet looking for what to talk about, and I came across a story from basketballnetwork.net where they were reacting to what Paul Pierce said on his podcast, right? And essentially what Paul said was that, because it was him and Danny Green said, no, they still Lakers need LeBron, they don't be gone. But when it came to Paul Pierce, he was like, yo, I'm just keeping it a being with y'all. Like, yo, they better off without him. They need to get this dude off the team. And it is what it is. So for those of y'all who didn't hear what Paul Pierce had to say, I want to play his comments for you now, and want to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to what Paul Pierce had to say here.
Knicks didn't play great. But yeah, no, you're a way deeper team with LeBron James. When you can bring like a Rui Hachimura off the bench, you know, that makes you deeper. So yeah, no, they're not better without him.
I mean, so Paul, here's the thing. So you can look up the Lakers lineup data with the with the three stars on the court. They're a negative team. They're a net negative.
Yeah, this year.
They've been terrible this year. when all three of them are on the court at the same time, which, I mean, I don't know. I think, like, your best 3 players should be part of your best lineups. I can understand the logic that Rui kind of more easily slots into a role in those Luka and Austin minutes where it's just, like, simple. Like, yeah, go stand in the corner. Go catch spot ups. Sometimes you can exploit a matchup if you got a smaller guy on you, but you're not really part of the engine
now you're incorporating
that's going
offense.
for the Lakers. Do you think the Lakers are better off without LeBron, Paul?
I'm just going to call it how it is, yes. I mean, yes. Luka and LeBron's skill set is too repetitive with each other. It doesn't mix and match because if LeBron isn't on the ball, controlling the game, controlling decision-making, it doesn't feel right or look right. And then being a liability on defense at the age of 41, it just is. Like, it just is what it is. And this is not taken away from LeBron's greatness. You have to have a certain team built around Luka. And LeBron doesn't fit that mold.
He definitely doesn't.
So when you exclude LeBron out the equation, it just everybody falls into the Luka kind of mold of what they need. Spot up shooting. I have another playmaker in Reeves like I had with Kyrie, and that's all I need. They're just missing a few pieces. And, you know, it is what it is because I don't like the fact, I mean, LeBron is the scapegoat because he's LeBron and he's older. Its statistics say one thing, and you're like, it's LeBron James who's bigger than life. This can't be him. But it truly is when you're moving forward and you're looking to build for the future. The Lakers aren't winning the championship anyway with this as constructed. So it's best to move forward to pieces that fit with Luka. And LeBron, I said it when the trade happened, everybody was like, oh, Luka's going to the Lakers. What the hell's going on? The first thing I thought is like, that's not going to fit. That's not a good fit. LeBron and Luka. And it's not a knock on their games. They both could put up statistics. But as far as winning, that's not a good fit.
Cool. So you heard what Paul had to say. What are my thoughts about this? It's pretty clear at this point. If you're holding on to the idea that, you know, there could be some type of iteration of LeBron and these guys and it's going to work, it's not going to work, bro. It hasn't worked for the last 3 years. The Lakers' playoff record is 2-12 over the last 14 playoff games. It's not working. This is why I was skeptical of stories from Brian Windhorst. He was like, oh, LeBron may get signed this summer. They may extend him. Or Dave McMahon, he may get extended. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Extended for what? Look at it from the standpoint of the Lakers. Why would they want another year of this? Why would they want to waste another year of Luka Doncic's prime? That would be peak unseriousness by this franchise if, in fact, this is what they're planning to do. But then again, I think it's worth saying that don't be surprised if they do. Do not be surprised if this guy is back for another season. All I'm saying is don't expect different results from what you're getting now. It doesn't work. The guy is too old. He doesn't really give you, LeBron just gets stats. He's not playing defense. He's not really engaged. He's just out there. You got other guys like Luka running the offense, getting guys involved. Same thing with Reeves. LeBron's just out there, man, trying to get statistics. So even if they brought him back next year on a reduced salary, you're still going to play him starter minutes, which means that you're going to get the same result. And I don't understand the willingness of a team to continuously play a guy in their 40s. It makes no sense. Why would you want to do that and pair him with your younger guy? I don't get it, especially when we don't see any results from it. We haven't seen any results from it for the past 3 years. So what's this need to continuously try to do this thing? I don't get it. But maybe these guys have something else in store. Maybe they have something up their sleeve that I don't know about. But even Paul Pierce is saying it, and it's time to say it, man. I was like, yo, after a while, man, bro, you had your time under the sun. It's okay, relax. Like, you can retire and go do something else, man. You had your time under the sun. You've had your time under the sun. Let some of these young boys get some of this shine and get the hell out the way, man. You've had your time. Move. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comments, and we catch you on the next show, and I'm out. Peace.